Hey, y'all ladies, I want to just say, protect your daughters. Protect your daughters. You know, if you're going to have men in your house, make sure your daughter's fully clothed. Make sure they're not spending the night if they're not permanent. Because these men are raping these girls. It could be your brother. It could be your dad. If they're walking around with skimpy clothes on, it's easy to mess up as a man, especially if you are a man of poverty and a man of negativity, you know. And we know that it don't take that much for a man. A man can be mad as hell, and if something going up and down on his thing, he gonna have a release. So you just got to be careful on what you have around your daughter, because it's always a surprise to the mother when their daughter is messed with by their brother or their cousins or their uncles or anybody in the family or your man. And, you know, a lot of times these little girls, they be dressed up and looking all, you know, skimpied and all that stuff. And then they be dressed up all the time because they have more energy than us as we get older. And they be walking around the house with that toxic stuff that you be doing because they learn from you. And they just taking care of business and they happy and they don't have no attachment to that man. So, you know, they don't have no feelings for when he do wrong. They always treating him good, nice when they see him. And they start liking your daughters. And your uncles, your brothers. You know, we just got to protect them. I don't know how people let people around their kids like that. No way. I never let nobody around my daughter like that, ever. So, you know, my daughter was saying the other day, Mom, I'm so glad you are the same person around your men. I know so many girls who have moms that act so different towards their daughters around their men. Why? They treat them like gold. So your daughter going to treat them like gold too. Like, what's about this man that my mom is so different around him? You know? And so, she also said that they be jealous of their daughters. They be calling their daughters out their names, fighting them in the street, talking about them on the Facebook, on social media, just dogging each other out. And I'm thinking, like, how can you hate your daughter or be jealous of your daughter and she is you? You attacking yourself if you're attacking your daughter. There's no way in hell I would ever say anything negative about my daughter unless it's to her face. And I try to be light. And in time I be wanting to say who you think you talking to. And it don't cross my mind to say B. But I never, ever, out of respect for her and love for her, I never did it. You know. So it'll just crush her. I mean, we supposed to be the moms that fund everything. And there's a lot of women that is okay with their daughter paying their rent, taking care of them, and being the go-to. If y'all got a great relationship and that works for y'all, then that's good. But my opinion is, you know, if you're not crippled or you can't work, then you shouldn't be taken care of by your daughter. If you can work and there's nothing wrong with you, you should be taking care of yourself, and you're supposed to be building your daughter. Your daughter has enough with trying to find out who she's going to be with and who she's going to end up with and be a good wife to. Some type of man or woman, which I don't condone. But there's so much preparation that she has to go through to start her new life as an adult. And I feel like from the age of 35 down, a daughter shouldn't be doing everything for their mom. When your mom get older and she get like 60 or something and she can't work, then okay. Because my daughter sneak and do stuff for me and choke me up a little bit because I'm like, why you do this? You know, you don't have to do this. And she like, you treat me so good and I love you. Without you, I wouldn't be nothing, you know. And it gives her confidence with the man that she date. Like, she don't take nothing. She pressure on these men because she just is so spoiled by her father and me that she don't have to worry about if she has to act a certain way with a man or what she got to do to be the best woman to a man she just met. She don't have to take just anything because she knows she's a high value young lady. And she knows she got a support team that's serious, you know? So she just don't worry about that. Her priority is school. She been working her same job for 3 years. She taking care of business, you know? So just tearing them down is just not a good thing as far as women. And you know, women have self-esteem problems anyway. We always feel like we're not good enough anyway. So for a woman that is your mother tearing you down, that's horrible. And a lot of these women are raised by their grandparents because their mom is on drugs, never was in the house. So you can see where the riff and raff is in that. You know, they always feel guilty that they didn't take care of their daughter in some way. And their daughter always resent them for not having a time for them, even if they trying to be in their life now. You know? But I'm thinking, wow, you're supposed to love your daughter more than yourself. If you are a woman that is doing this, fighting your daughters, cussing her out, talking about her, you know, all the time behind her back, what is wrong with you? Why did you even have her? And you would love your daughter if you would stop having sex with all these men or these men's that don't want you. So you don't have a good household and you don't have a man to stick around, so you take it out on a daughter. You will have a great daughter and a respectful daughter if you stop just having sex with anybody and laying down and having kids with them. Because the father be at home and he'll have respect for you to make your daughter have more respect for you. And all type of stuff. Like, I just don't see where it went wrong at. You know, you in the house, you taking care of them. When they come home from school, you should be doing their homework with them. If they not in sports or if they're not in an activity, you're supposed to sign them up for activity and support them and be there for them. These women these days are partying all the time. Not knowing how to help them with their work, or just don't feel like it because they got a hangover in the morning, or they just don't feel like they trying to be seen all the time. And their kids is just missing out on the best part of their life with their parent. This is how you build character. If you think you're on this world for yourself, you're not. Everything is on this earth for something. Water is on the earth for the drink. The trees is in the earth for oxygen. The plants, the fruits, the vegetables is for us to eat. The car is for us to drive. What makes you think that you're on this earth for yourself? You're not. You have a purpose. And until you find that purpose, you're going to have so much trauma in your life. You're going to have so much trauma in your life because everybody is looking for love. And this is the problem. And the love that you need is from God. And until you find that love from God, you ain't going to never find love for yourself. You're looking in a man to try to come and save you. You're looking into money to come and save you. Everybody goes to what they love or who loves them the most. And nobody loves you more than God. And I'm not trying to be religious like that. You know, I'm just trying to let you know that it's serious when you don't love your daughter. It's serious when she hates you. And you can make amends with her. You can start asking for dates, just to hang out with her a little bit. Tell her that you're sorry. A lot of y'all don't want to say sorry for the stuff that you messed up on. Let's start fresh. I'm going to be consistent. And if you can't be consistent, don't even try it. If you on drugs still, don't even try it. Just say, hey, I'm not ready to get off drugs, but I love you. And I'm going to do as much as you want me to do or let me do. If you still want to be selfish and be on drugs. When you're ready to stop, you will. Nobody can stop you from doing that. That's just a terrible addiction to be, on drugs. And it's taking you away from the people that you love and stuff. But the women that love their daughters, that really love their daughters like I do, I appreciate you. You are the reason why this world is still decent. And men too. If you love your daughter and you take care of your daughters and protect them, man, I love y'all. This is how we're going to keep our world more, just more happy and more good. Like it's horrible. I always look at the girls that be twerking all out in the streets and sleeping with all different kind of men. And I always be like, who is their mama? Like, I'm talking about when they be out in the street on the cars and they, okay, they may have a little moment sometimes. But when you constantly uploading videos like that, why? Why is your daughter out there just out there bad? And I'm not going to lie that sometimes girls have a little glitch, because I wasn't no perfect mom either. But I know my daughter know that I love her because she always say it. So she do little stuff, and I hate it. And I tell her no, but I was kind of ghetto too, like real ghetto. So I'm just glad that I had a foundation and a mom and dad when I was growing up. Because when I had a mom and dad growing up, they was working for the state. And they was classy, real classy. And then, we have them rebellious kids that want to do something different than what you taught. That's just a phase. That'll go away. But I'm talking about the ones that sleep with all different kind of men. Be out there twerking all the time, out in the clubs every day. Just real toxic. Just talking nasty talk all the time. They sound like the drag queens, because you could always usually tell a drag queen or a man that is like a woman because they always talk sexual. Women don't talk like that unless something's wrong with them. We have feminine energy, so it's just a little different unless you was raised different. But these kids are starting to be just like them drag queens and stuff. And there is some classy ones. Like, there is some classy ones. So I'm not going to say all of drag queens, but it's some super classy ones. And I'm friends with them. I talk just like this in front of them. They know I'm just crazy and I say whatever. And they love me. And I love them too, because I've been friends with them all my life. Even though they know I don't condone it. But you are who you are. And I'm not going to stop loving you because of that. But I'm just saying, y'all, protect your daughters. Start from home. Get up in the morning. Cook their breakfast. Pour into them. Let them know that there's somebody here that's going to be there every step of the way. Make their rooms nice and pretty. Give them a foundation that they know that this is what I have and I'm not going to accept nothing else but this or greater. Don't never let your daughter feel like you don't love her. My daughter, she know when she was doing Zoom classes when the COVID was coming around, her teacher was like, wow, your mom is really good, because I used to sneak her little trays in and little coffee cups, so she'll be listening to her Zoom teacher with pretty cups, and they was cheap little cups that I found from the Goodwill. And she had a nice bed, super nice, like a princess. Your daughter should feel like a princess. Every morning, I make sure she eat in the morning. I told her to get herself dressed, comb your hair. Even if you don't make no pretty hairstyle, just braid it or do something to it. But she was more on top of it than I was. My daughter's a super girly girl. And she'll get dressed and stuff. And I remember the person that she was dating was like, damn, your mom cooked for you every morning? That's crazy. My mom never did that for me. And she's like, yeah, my mom cooked me something every morning. Hot, fresh, out of grease. At the time it was grease. I eat way more healthier now. And I'm telling her how I eat. And she might not want to do it sometimes, but she's growing into me and she don't even know it. Because eventually, if you keep pouring into your daughter, it's going to start coming out. She won't even know it. If you put the right things in her, after she gets so full of the right things, it's going to come out of her. And before she know it, she's going to be just like you. So sometimes we just need to check ourselves and make sure that we are doing the right things. Give them a curfew. I don't recommend giving no kid no phone while they're in school. I don't care how crazy it is. And if, so high school maybe. Because they be doing all type of crazy stuff in high school. Middle school too. But my kids went to private schools. Except when she went to high school. But my kid was going to, and she wasn't staying with me at one time. Because she wanted to stay with her father. Because she loved her dad. Her dad is a good dad too. She stayed with him for a few years. So she went to another school. But when she was with me or us, she went to private schools most of the time. On her early years. So, as she got older, her dad got her phone at 4 though. So that was my decision. But I feel like the phone messes them up. They start doing all type of sneaky stuff, and it just downhill from there. They start watching the internet, comparing themselves to people. They don't understand. And their mind is getting taught by the internet. So I recommend giving them a phone when they go to high school, just so if emergency happens. But when they come in, put it in a basket and put it in your room. Only use it for the call. And get them a regular phone that they can't surf the internet. Don't put no internet on it. It ain't no reason to. So just do that, and I promise you're going to have a better, I don't care what they say. And we spoil our kids, and we want to give them what they want. But I promise you, when you spoil them too much, the spoiled kids are the most disrespectful, baddest kids ever. The ones that don't have nothing at home is the greatest, sweetest kids ever. And I feel like mine was in between. Both of my kids did good. They are so good. My son is with his fiance, and they, living real good. I mean, I did good. I feel like I was more strict on my son more than my daughter. And that's why he is doing the best. So that's why I'm telling y'all, I did 2 different teachings. One was tough and one was not as tough. And so I feel like the one that was the toughest is the toughest. It don't have no kind of glitch. You won't even know if anything wrong. And he the type of kid that'll just send me money. Like, Mom, I send, or I will look at my phone and it go ching ching, like somebody send me money, and I'll be like, why you send me money? He'd be like, cause I just wanted to go have something to eat or something. Like, I just love my kids, and I just don't see how people hate their kids. If you hate your kid and you raise them, something is wrong. Something is wrong, and you cannot try to live with yourself, because it's going to show up in your relationships. It's going to show up in your friendship. If you can't love your kids, you're not going to have no relationship with nobody. That's not no good one. A person ain't even going to respect you if you don't respect your kids. How they going to trust you? And you don't like you. That's crazy. Like, get yourself together and love your kid. And once they trust you, you got to build trust. Once they trust you and know that you are all the way for them, they're going to open up so big for you. And you can't do nothing to mess it up. Like I said, if you're on drugs, don't even try it. Because that monkey gonna be calling. And you ain't going to be able to sustain that relationship. And when nighttime comes, and when they get older, you're going to feel rejected. Because they're going to start doing way more stuff. Especially if they have a phone. Because phones I'm telling y'all, phones mess them kids up. But when they get older, you're going to feel kind of rejected. Because they start finding themselves and they start getting looks. And the boys going to start liking them. And they're going to just start wanting their space and stuff. You know. And you got to stay on them, though. You got to say, what's up with you? I want a date night, to keep up with them. Don't let them block you out. I don't care what they say. They're not the boss. I never let my kids, I'll knock on her door all day. Hey, you know, what's up? When you gonna get up? I don't know, Mom. Okay. 2 hours later. Hey, come out here because I made you something I want you to try. And when she go back in her room, walk in there with her. Lay on her bed. I was a bug. But we had some good times. She always see me making money, but I always try to say, okay, I'm going to have time for her. I'm going to make sure I have time for her. Because I had 3 jobs at one time to make ends meet for us. So I had to slow down and say, and a lot of times, a lot of the separation is because we work a lot. Most of the times, when you're a good mom, it's because you work a lot and it'll mess you up because you don't be paying attention to them enough. And that was a mistake that I made too. But we love each other. And I suggest that if you don't love your daughter, you need counseling. You need to find a way. You need to talk to somebody like me that's grown, that's understanding, and that can hear both sides and find a problem. The therapist is gonna want to hear the daughter's side and want to hear your side and see where it might be something super little that you can fix it. And if it's big, it's gonna take a lot to fix it. If it's big, it's gonna take a lot to fix it. But you got to be willing to do the work. It's so many mothers that be saying, I just gave up. No matter what I do, she don't care about me and all this stuff and whatever. And you might have to. But it's stuff that you can say and do to open the door up. And there's boundaries you can say, listen, I love you so much. And despite what you think, this, and I'm letting you know I can't change the past, but I can change the future. And I want to try to do better if you allow me. But we can't come back to this, arguing and stuff about what we did and what we didn't do. I'm sorry. And sometimes you're the grown up. You got to take the lead. You got to say sorry, even if it ain't your fault. And when a person is talking to you and saying stuff to you about how they feel, you can't help, you can't say nothing about what they feel. You can't elaborate on, no, it shouldn't. I don't know how you felt like that when you don't know how that person felt when you did that. You looked at it different, but they telling you what they felt when you did that. So how can you tell them how to feel? So all you can say is listen to them first and don't listen to respond. Listen to them and repeat the stuff that they're saying. And just be like, babe, I'm so sorry that you felt like that. It wasn't my intentions. I really apologize to you. I love you so much. And can we start over? And if you're not ready to to get rid of the past, then we're not going to be able to start over. If we can't, I know you can't erase it in your mind, but if we keep surfacing it up and saying something, I need you to talk about what's going on today, what I did wrong today. If I'm not doing nothing wrong, don't say it. And don't even bring up saying like, okay, well, you did this today. This how you always do me. We got to stop that. You know, we got to stop all of that. We can't bring up the past when we're trying to have a future. You just can't. But just talk to a counselor, somebody who is professional and can help you. Somebody that shows love to you guys and you're just not a number. That can give you, that can love you and offer you hugs and just doing it naturally. That love people naturally. You'll know when you have the right person. Because they'll be able to reach you. Because when people trust you, they open up to you. And even if your daughter don't respect you, if you can find somebody that she can respect, a counselor or something, and she won't talk you because the counselor said, she's not going to do nothing disrespect that counselor. And if she can respect that person, she can respect you. It's in her. But I hope I help you guys today. I just can't believe my daughter told me that. I was just amazed because it's really like that sometimes. And I just can't understand for the life of me how you can hate your daughter, disrespect your daughter, be jealous of your daughter. I want my daughter to have the mind ever. I want her to be way prettier than me, and she is. I get goosebumps just talking about her. And I also get so excited looking at her when she outside and she's so beautiful and everybody just looking at her like, wow, inside and out. I just don't understand how you could ever hate that. Like I'm smiling just thinking about it now, how pretty she is on the inside and out, and how best friends we are, how much of best friends we are. We are such best friends. My son too, we all so close. So y'all just stay prayed up. Do what you need to do to make it happen. Get out that selfish and giving up way. We giving up way too fast. You're giving up way too fast on the people that you love. You will not sustain any relationship and keep no relationship if you can't work on a person. You can't even work on you. Your daughter is you. If you can't work on you, you can't work on nobody else. Y'all have a good day. Stay prayed up, and I love y'all. Thank you for following. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share like you've been doing. I appreciate you all. Have a good day.